You're driving along, minding your own business, and then, bam! A sudden, intense blast of light and your vision is just gone. It's a terrifying moment, and it's way more common than we'd like to think. So that's what we're going to break down in this explainer. The practical, life-saving strategies you need to know to stay in control when you can't see a thing.
I mean, we've all had that moment, right? Whether it's the glare from some ridiculously bright headlights or that low sun just hanging on the horizon, that split second of total blindness is just so disorienting. And look, it's not just annoying, it's a huge safety issue.
This quote just nails it, doesn't it? That feeling of being totally and completely helpless, even if it's just for a moment. That's what makes this so scary. It's a fear every driver understands, and knowing what to do is an absolutely critical skill to have.
All right, so let's really dig into the problem here. Why is that one single moment of blindness so incredibly dangerous? It goes way beyond just being uncomfortable. It's about what you lose in that instant. Here's the bottom line. Your vision is everything when you're driving. It's the foundation for every decision you make. When you get blinded, your ability to react to a car stopping, a person stepping into the road, or any other hazard just drops to zero. That one little split second can be the difference between a close call and a serious crash. Okay, so to fight this thing, we've got to know our enemy. Where is all this blinding light coming from? Well, the culprits are all around us, and, some of them are a lot sneakier than you might think. Let's get into it. First up, you've got the usual suspects, the stuff outside your car. The obvious one, of course, is oncoming headlights, especially when someone forgets to turn off their high beams, right? Then there's the sun, especially at sunrise and sunset when it's right in your eyes. But you also have to watch out for reflections. Light bouncing off wet roads, fresh snow, or even the shiny bumper of the car ahead can be just as bad. And it's not just other cars. Sometimes the world itself decides to blind you. In really dense fog, your own headlights can bounce right back at you, creating this disorienting wall of white. Heavy snow can cause a total whiteout, where you can't tell the difference between the road and the sky. And think about going into a dark tunnel on a sunny day. That moment your eyes need to adjust can leave you flying blind. Now this is where it gets really interesting, because these are the culprits we can actually do something about. Simple things like a dirty windshield or your dashboard lights being way too bright can make a huge difference. And get this, driver fatigue. When you're tired, your eyes are literally more sensitive to light, which makes every glare feel so much worse. All right, we know the enemy, so how do we fight back? Well, your best weapon is preparation. Seriously, what you do before you even put the key in the ignition is hands down the most effective way to handle glare. I love this slide because it explains why a clean car is a safe car. It's not just about having a clear view. See, every little smudge, every streak on your windshield acts like a tiny prism. It catches that oncoming light and just scatters it everywhere, making the glare 1,000 times worse. A quick wipe down might just be the best anti-glare tool you have. So let's run through a super simple pre-drive checklist. First, clean all your glass, windshield, windows, mirrors, inside and out. Second, adjust your mirrors. You know that little flippy switch on your rearview mirror? Use it, that's what it's for. It angles the mirror to direct headlight glare away from your eyes. And third, dim your dashboard lights. If they're too bright, your pupils shrink, making it way harder for your eyes to see into the darkness ahead. Eyewear can be a game changer, but the rules for day and night are polar opposites. During the day, polarized sunglasses are your best friend. They're literally designed to cut through glare. But at night, and I really can't stress this enough, never, ever wear any kind of tinted glasses. They slash your ability to see, turning a tough situation into an incredibly dangerous one. Okay, so you've prepped your car. You're ready to go. But it happens anyway. You get hit with that blinding light. This next part is all about what you do in that split second of chaos. This is how you take back control. So picture this. A car is coming toward you, high beams on full blast. You can't see a thing. What's your first gut instinct? Probably to squint, maybe even stare into the light, trying to see past it. Well, that's the absolute worst thing you can do. Okay, here it is, your 3-step lifeline. You should probably memorize this. 1. Shift your gaze right. Deliberately look away from the lights and focus on the white line at the edge of the road. Use that as your guide. 2. Slow down, but do it gradually. Just ease your foot off the gas. Don't slam on the brakes. And 3. Stay steady. Keep a firm grip on the wheel and just hold your lane. Whatever you do, don't swerve. So why exactly does looking away work so well? Well, it all comes down to a little biology. The part of your eye you use to focus, your central vision, gets totally overwhelmed by bright light. But the edges of your vision, your peripheral vision, is way tougher. It's less sensitive to glare and it's fantastic at detecting motion. So by shifting your gaze, you're letting the more resilient part of your eye do the work, keeping you on the road without being blinded.
Mastering that lifeline maneuver is a huge reactive skill, but it's actually part of a much bigger idea. It's about the incredible ability our brains have to adapt to vision challenges, whether they last for a second or for a lifetime. And to really appreciate how amazing our brains are, it's fascinating to look at how some people manage permanent vision challenges. I mean, think about it. Can someone with sight in only one eye drive a car safely? The answer tells us a whole lot about our own ability to adapt to that temporary blindness from glare.
The answer, which might surprise you, is often yes, absolutely. Drivers with monocular vision have challenges, like less depth perception and a bigger blind spot, but their brain just adapts. It learns to use new clues to judge distance and speed, so they compensate by turning their head more often and constantly checking their mirrors. It's a perfect example of the brain's power to adapt. And this brings us right to the main point that ties all of this together. That lifeline maneuver we just talked about, it's a tiny version of the very same principle. It doesn't matter if your vision is limited for a split second by headlights, or it's a permanent condition. The rule for staying safe is exactly the same. Be aware of the challenge and proactively adapt your driving to handle it. We've covered a ton of practical tips today, everything from just cleaning your windshield to knowing exactly where to look when glare hits. But this leaves us with one final thought. How can we move beyond just reacting to problems? How do we start to truly understand our own capabilities and become not just safer, but truly resilient drivers, ready for absolutely anything the road throws at us?
Please like, subscribe, and get notified.